Did you know that your personality type can transform your personal style? So, why do we want to settle for basic fashion advice when there is so much more to our clothing choices in terms of how it shapes our mood, our behavior, our personality trait, and more importantly, we use fashion to express ourselves. The greatest misconception about fashion is that obviously it is used for people to judge on a surface level. It is somewhat superficial, but if you look deeper into fashion psychology, there is so much more on the things that we wear, how it can influence the way we perceive ourselves, which then is going to affect our self-confidence. And also, it can shape our environment in terms of people's perception of us. I have a course on Udemy. I spent a lot of time trying to create a unique combination of MBTI insights, studying of cognitive functions, why each of the 16 MBTI types are the way they are, what are their strengths and their blind spots, and then linking their fashion choices. I think this can come useful in many areas. For example, if you're starting to get into MBTI and you already know your type and you want to create the image that authentically expresses your traits, you can use this to validate, to understand better when it comes to clothing choices. What are the design elements, the colors, the kind of styling techniques that actually helps you to send the messages of your personality traits. Here are 3 reasons why you should learn about MBTI insights and how it affects your personal style. The first reason why is that it helps you to discover your unique style, and through understanding how your cognitive functions, linking it to the clothing choices and what kind of messages it's sending out, you will then be able to craft a more authentic image of yourself. And then this is where you can take in control of how you want people to perceive you. For example, what would be the difference between an INFJ and an INFP? We all know that the only differences in terms of the letter is the J and the P. And how do they stereotypically would look like? And if this is the image helping you to get what you want, at least you will know that this validates your style in that sense. If not, this can definitely guide you in terms of understanding what are the clothing choices that you should go for that is going to help you to encode it on your clothing style. And this is going to be a good guide for you to start understanding that there are certain clothing choices that send out specific messages. We call this the style encode. Each design element or even color has a certain meaning. So you can put the meaning that resonates with your personality trait. This is where you get to authentically express yourself through fashion. Reason number 2 is you become more streamlined and actually get tailored fashion advice that is according to your MBTI type. You wouldn't then blindly follow trends that doesn't resonate with your image. If you already know your MBTI type, at least then you will know that, okay, because this is my type, this is how I normally would present myself, this is how people perceive me. So if this is helping you to feel confident, at least what are the styles or trends or styling technique that fall within that genre that it's beneficial for you, and become very clear of the things that doesn't help you. So to give you a concrete example, ENTJ. We know that ENTJ's first cognitive function is extroverted thinking, TE. This is where they are very much result oriented. They are very effective people. They want to get the things done in a more efficient and effective way. And so sometimes I have advised a few clients who are ENTJs. They may not exude or express this through their clothing choices. Therefore, sometimes it becomes quite difficult for them to convince people of their strength, which is being very rational. And because ENTJs are part of the intellectual type, so they're the thinking type, if they don't wear clothing choices that reflect that, sometimes it becomes 50% harder for them to convince people of their knowledge or their intellect. And I think reason number 3 is very obvious. Overall, we're just going to improve our emotional well-being in terms of heightened emotional intelligence and overall feeling more confident with ourselves. I don't know about you, but I think for the ladies especially, and the younger ones out there, that fashion sometimes can make you feel the most insecure. If you're not wearing the things that people give you compliments for, or doesn't resonate with you, or people judge you based on what you wear, people make fun of how you look and how you do your style, it can make you feel very, not just insecure, very alone and very much rejected. And so found that in a lot of people's style development journey, when they're trying to find their inner self, trying to express themselves authentically, it's to find that resonance of knowing who they are and how they want people to perceive them. A lot of times they have either or. They want to control how people to perceive them, but then they don't know who they are. And some is they know who they are, but they don't know how to project that through the image that they show to the world. Reason number 3, it's just straightforward. It is having this harmony of your inner self and your external self. And this is going to give you a lot more control on how people perceive you, or even how you perceive yourself. So if you want to learn more, join us in our Udemy course. There are 3 videos that is totally complimentary. You can already get a taste of what the course is going to be about. And the great thing about it is that this broken down into small little series, and you can digest it at your own pace, at your own time, and come back to it whenever you want. We also spend a lot of effort in creating the style mood board, which is like a style guide for each of the MBTI type. Hopefully this can give you some clarity and some direction in terms of what kind of clothing choices that you should go for. So start dressing yourself with confidence today. There's no better time to empower yourself through what you wear. See you guys in the next video. Bye.